Hi guys, happy Friday. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. I'm so sorry that I didn't post a video last week. I was kind of like caught up in training for these bike rides and triathlons and had so much work on that I literally forgot. So today I've given you two and they are both wedding related. This video is going to be this bridal look, which is really lovely and it's defined and it's very similar to what I wore on my wedding day, which was 4 years ago this year. And the other video is my top 10 do's and don'ts for bridal makeup. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch that first and then come back and watch this one. And I hope you enjoy them both because we are in full swing of wedding season. It's very, very exciting. And whether you are the bride, the makeup artist, the bridesmaid, whoever, a friend doing the bride's makeup, then I hope these videos really help you because it is the bride's most important day and the makeup is super important for photographs and to make you feel your best. But it's all about enhancing your natural beauty and this is exactly what this video is going to show you how to do. So here we go. First things first. Primer. We're going to be using primer everywhere and we're going to start with the eyes. Now you can see that I've got a white t-shirt on and from my last video you'll know why. And I've just tied my hair back. Now your hair won't be tied back like this if it's your wedding day, I hope. Well, it might be. I mean, I love a top knot. But your hair would probably be set in rollers ready to go for the style and then you would get your makeup done in between. I prepped my skin with moisturiser, exfoliated my lips, all of that so that I've got no dryness on my skin whatsoever. And I'm going to start with the eyes. Really important because we want the base to look perfect. We want it to last all day, so we're going to do that afterwards. So firstly I'm going to prime the eyes with some Stay Don't Stray. Eye makeup will stay put all day anyway, if it's applied correctly. But to be double sure, you definitely want a primer, 100%. Just patting that in with a beauty blender. It also evens out the eyelid too and takes down any redness. But before we start on the actual eye makeup, I want to do brows. Because brows are so important to get right for your wedding day. You want them to look natural, you want them to look, you know, groomed. And I'm going to use precisely my brow pencil for this, which is my favourite of the Benefit Brow Collection, which you can get now everywhere, which is, yay, finally. And this creates these believable hair-like strokes. And it's got 12-hour waterproof wear, so your brows aren't going to go anywhere. So fill those in to start with. So now onto the eyes. Now, you can do whatever makeup look you want on your wedding day. Like I say, this is one that I always get requested for when I'm doing my friend's makeup and also one that is really popular because it really suits everyone. And I'm going to use mainly the Urban Decay Naked palette because it's got all the bronzes in it that you would need. And I'm going to start with Foxy, which is this kind of like creamy colour. And I'm just going to go all over the eyelid with this. Remember you've got no foundation on because if it drops underneath the eye then you don't need to worry about it, you can just wipe it away. So all over. And I'm actually going to go all the way up to the brow. Because it's such a natural colour, it's not going to highlight or anything, it just evens out even more. And do take your time, it's your wedding day. Now, I'm kind of contradicting myself there because actually, this is going to sound crazy, but I got ready on my wedding day. Hair was done, all my bridesmaids were ready, and everything's ready. And I was like, right, Dad, I'm ready to go. I was like, you haven't got any makeup on. And I nearly went without my bloody makeup on. So I was already late. So I did my makeup in like 3 minutes and 56 seconds, to be precise, because my dad timed it and then put it into his speech. Don't do that. Give yourself a good hour. So now I'm going to take Tease, which is this matte taupe colour. And I'm just going to take that into the socket of the eye, and this is going to contour and define. See how I'm keeping my eyes open so that I can really feel that socket, and then I'm just going backwards and forwards and blending continuously. Now you've done that, we're going to start to get a bit more smoky and a bit darker. Now you can go for a dark smoky eye if you want, absolutely, like I say, you can do what you want. But it's all about definition more than anything because your partner's going to be looking you in the eye when you walk down that aisle and be like, look at her, how wonderful does she look? And your eyes speak 1,000 words. So that's why we want to add definition, and also for the photos, you want to have that definition. So I'm going to go for, this is Laura Mercier colour in chocolate that I really love. So I'm going to use that, and it has got a bit of sparkle in it. Now, people say, don't use sparkle in your eye makeup, it reflects on photos, blah, 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 whatever. Like, come on. Everyone loves a bit of sparkle, and I definitely do, as you know. So I'm going to be using this, which has this tiny gold pigment in it. I'm just taking the brush again, and I'm just going to go on this outer third of the eye and blend inwards. Like this. And I've swapped brush now just to soften those edges a bit more with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. Now I'm going to use some eyeliner, and I'm actually just going to use a black liner into the waterline of the eye first, just to make my lashes look thicker straight away. So just underneath. Definition straight away. And I actually am going to do a liner flick on top too. Now, you might have individual lashes in because it was your wedding day, then they are brilliant. And I wouldn't recommend to wear them all the time because they can ruin your lashes, but for your wedding day, they are amazing. I'm going to put false lashes on. Lashes do make a big difference. You don't have to wear them, but they do make a difference. But I'm going to do a bit of liner first, just to define. I'm going to do a really soft eyeliner flick. So I'm using a gel liner for this. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to put a bit of, dip it in, then put the excess onto my hand to start with because I want it to be really soft. And then get as close to the lash line as possible. And I'm going to stop talking because otherwise I won't do it straight. And then I'm going to do a really soft eyeliner flick. So you don't have to do a flick, but it does look amazing with the lashes. So just softly go up at the angle where the brow ends. And then just swoop back in slightly. It's really soft, really subtle, nothing too dramatic. Next I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm going to use their Real mascara because it is jet black, it makes your lashes look amazing, and it doesn't move. So, I mean, I've cried watching films with this on. I've got caught in rainstorms, it hasn't moved. Now, if you want to wear a fully waterproof mascara, then do, but just be aware that it can dry the lashes out. So I'm going to do my bottom lashes first. And then my top lashes. So I'm putting this on before I put false lashes on. And if you feel like you need to curl your lashes, then do. But mine are pretty curly already. And remember, if you get any of the mascara onto your eyeshadow, just use a dry cotton bud just to remove it. Don't try to use one that's wet because you'll ruin your eye makeup. Now for some falsies. So like I say, you might have the individuals on already, which is great, and you wouldn't want to put like a normal mascara on those necessarily. When you get individual lashes done, they can usually sell you a special mascara, which will keep them all in place, but you might not even need mascara. I only put it on my bottom lashes on my wedding day when I had the individuals. So I've got these really natural lashes. You can use any. Demi Wispies are really good. Anything with a flick at the side is really good. But I'm going for these really natural ones because my lashes are naturally quite thick, as you can see. So I just want to enhance them slightly. So I'm just bending it around my finger just to give it a bit of curvature, so it will sit on the eye better. Duo glue is the best lash glue. Honestly, the best lash glue for keeping your lashes in place. Just popping the glue along the top and then let it dry a little bit. And then you just pop them on. And once your lashes are on and dry, just go over the liner so that you don't see the join between your real lashes and the lashes. And then what you can even do is just underneath your lashes, don't do the top but under, tiny bit more mascara to almost join them together, and add a bit of mascara to the false lashes, but not too much. Once you've done that, we're just going to take a little bit of that taupe that we started with from the Naked palette, just under the lower lashes. We don't want it to be too dark under the lashes, but we're just going to define it a bit. Now we're going to move on to base. So just clean under your eyes. Oh, there's a lot, look. And we're going to start with a primer, and I'm going to use Benefit's Matte Rescue. This is great because it takes away the oil, minimises pores, and keeps your makeup in place longer. So always make sure you or your makeup artist starts with a primer. Just put that all over the face. When it comes to foundation, stick with the foundation that you know and love. Like, if you've got a liquid foundation that you think, this is one that I love, then just make sure that you stick to that, but make sure you've got the right colour, because if you've had a spray tan or you've been out in the sun and got a bit of a tan, just make sure the colour is correct. So as you know, I love Hello Flawless. This is what I used on my wedding day, and I'm going to put that all over my face using the Beauty Blender. Don't forget about your neck. With most dresses, you'll be able to see your neck, so make sure you're blending down your foundation and make sure that you have some body makeup as well. So this is going all over my face. Then what I've done is I've turned the Beauty Blender over and I'm just kind of like really patting it into the skin. Do you see that? And that is just going to help to keep it in place. And then I'm going to do another layer of foundation over the top and do the same. Now for concealer. Concealer is absolutely key. We're putting on after the foundation. I'm going to use some Boi-ing concealer on any redness that's around my chin. And I'm actually just going to pat it on with the sponge to start with. Just like this, because I have a really kind of quite a lot of scars on my chin. Now, if you've got, God forbid, a blemish, don't worry. You're going to pinpoint it. And the way you do that is you get a really fine brush like this. You put the concealer on the blemish. Then you take an eyeshadow brush, a fluffy one, and buff in the edges. By pinpointing it, what you're doing is you are going specific to that area, and then by blending it with your brush, you're making it blend into your foundation. And actually, for the wedding, I would actually put a little bit of concealer, just a bit, with your damp Beauty Blender onto the apples of your cheeks, because you're going to be excited, you're going to be getting red in the cheeks because you're going to be happy and smiling and emotional and everything that you've never felt before. It's just the best feeling ever. So pop a little bit of that onto your cheeks as well to help counteract any redness. Really important to keep under the eyes bright, so I'm going back in with my Stay Don't Stray under the eyes. We know this is going to stay put as well, so that's a great product. So blend that under, be careful of the eyeshadow. Then I'm actually going to brighten a bit more with a little bit of Shy Beam. This is the matte highlighter, and it's great for just under the eyes, under here, and also down these lines here. And it just brightens, but it doesn't add too much weight to your makeup. And it also, what I found is it doesn't bounce back in light in photos, because sometimes what you can find is if you put something too bright under your eyes, it looks white in photos, but this doesn't, so that's why I love it. So we've taken the time to do the base, because that then is going to give you that real airbrushed finish to your skin. But you see how I've used that liquid and I've used that highlighter under the eyes, the matte highlighter, it's still giving you that dewiness. And now we're going to warm it up with some bronzer of Hoola. And I'm just going to go under the cheekbones just to add some structure, and it looks amazing in pics as well. It's all about the photos, people, and the video. If you're getting married, video. I'd get video over photo. That sounds crazy, but like, I need to post my wedding video actually. It was on here, but it got taken down because it had like music on it. But it's the best thing ever. And like, if you can afford both, then do, because we had both and we love our photos as well. But you know, if you can only afford one, I would go for video. And because your friends take loads of pictures, don't forget. It's not quite the same, but your video is so important to capture the people and the fun and the atmosphere and, you know, all of that. Then for the blusher, I'm actually going to use from Rocketeur. I'm not going to use anything that's too red. This is more like a rose gold, I suppose, and it's got a little bit of bronze in it, because again, you get that high colour, so you naturally have got that, so you don't want to add too much. Then I'm just going to go back in with that taupe under the eyes, just to make sure none of it was covered when I concealed. Then obviously I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to use High Beam. It's a classic. You probably won't find a wedding makeup artist that hasn't got Highlight High Beam in their kit. And I'm just going to use my same Beauty Blender, put it on the high points, so down the nose. Under the brow bones a tiny bit, not too much. You know, I always love to do it on the apples of the cheeks, because I always think that That's why we smile. We want them to shimmer. But you can do it on the cheekbones, apples of the cheeks, wherever you prefer, or both. And then I'm going to take a cotton bud and just go into the inner corners of the eyes. And then to finish, obviously, you want to go for the lips. So I'm actually going to use a lip liner to start with. This is the Rodial XXL lip liner. And it's a tinting lip shaper with plumping complexion, apparently. But I really like it. And I'm going to do a cross on the Cupid's bow. And then just draw around the edges. And I'm actually going to use some Posie tint next, which is a tint, because then it stays in place and it's kiss proof and cocktail proof and it's not sticky and you know it's on all day. So over there. And if you want to add a gloss you can, but don't forget, glosses are usually sticky. So that first kiss, you might stick together, not ideal. So I'm just going to put a bit of balm over the top to give a glow and a slight gloss without being sticky. And that is it. That is my bridal look. This is pretty much the makeup I wore on my wedding day as well, and it lasted all day, and I was really lucky because it was the hottest day of the year at 34 degrees. And you can see it is a bit more makeup than I usually wear, but in photos, etc., it looks amazing, and I still look like myself. I haven't got a mask on. It's just about definition, defining, enhancing. So yes, practice. Tag me in the post with hashtag #LearnMeLisa. I want to see. And good luck on your wedding day with your wedding makeup. Take your time. Do take your time. And this video's been a bit longer than usual, but you know, it had to be because I wanted to show you all of these things. And like I say, if you haven't watched the top 10 do's and don'ts for bridal makeup, then go and watch that now. But have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you next Friday.